guys, welcome to Interview with Jane Volume 3. And today I'm sitting here with the two doom metal legends. Please welcome Sabbaha. Can you even see me, by the way?
Uh, Probably,
Probably.
Very few, but fine.
barely,
Barely.
barely.
Well,
Very
like,
few, but
it's 32 degrees in Seoul right now, and aren't you roasting over there? Isn't it
uh,
hot?
I
so
just
far,
turned the AC, so it's okay. With the
yeah,
full
I,
Ah,
power. 터보
okay.
냉방, 터보
Okay,
냉방 all
gotcha,
the way.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know how many times you did the interview, but I guess this could be the first time you guys are doing the remote interview. And how do you feel right now?
Uh, Kind of hot, kind of cold. Just feeling not so much of a, just being here.
Mm,
And we're glad to. I mean, this is the first actual the interview throughout the Zoom. So whatever. So yeah, we are so excited.
oh, glad to hear that. Okay, so let's start with the typical question.
Yeah.
First of all, could you briefly introduce yourself and the band?
It's Sabbaha and then Mortician
okay.
from Sabbaha, the band. So we are a doom band. It's doing a song of doom metal and then doom drone, sometimes just improv music as well. So we, I mean, we are doing all sorts of this doom music, so we can't just narrow into just one genre. So I named it for our band's name as Doom 어쩌고 Band, which is Doom something blah blah band. But that's us. So the name, is came from two words, which is Sabaha means Swaha, kind of a Buddhist amen in Korean Buddhism word, and the other part of the word we melded in is, of course, Black Sabbath. So yeah, that's, I mean, who every metal has must worship the Sabbath, right? So we just took the name, put it on our name as well. So maybe it sounds kind of religious maybe, but we just worship the reefs and barking the dogs and maybe the fuzz. So not any religion. I seriously was dog is barking.
Yeah, we listen.
So yeah, I'm Sabaha. I'm playing guitar and vocals when I'm doing bands, and the mortician is doing the drummer and sub vocal, also doing the percussions. He joined the last year, but then since then I was the only person, as you can see on this background of ours. So yeah,
Okay, thank you for explaining. And I was asking you like, can you do the brief explanation? And you explained the whole chronicle.
yeah,
Okay,
of
so
course.
next question. If you have to introduce your music to someone who has never heard you before, how would you describe it?
Ah,
Uh, who go first? Me? You?
Yeah, rock, scissors,
you
paper.
can rock, scissors, paper. Ah, um, uh,
Yeah,
no. Well, you wanna do or
yeah, I do. So
okay.
we are kind of a doom duo playing extremely loud music, super slow speed, wearing a weird costume. So
I can
yeah,
see
that's
that. Yeah, you're still wearing some weird costumes and
yeah. I just take the bath, and so that's why I'm I become white.
and mortician.
Yep. Well, I would be say the Sabaha is more like singing just the way of the your life goes through. So it just talks about everything, something like how can I say this? I mean, mostly like death, but in the very various way we can talk about it. So I can say that. because as you can see that I also choose this costume. Um, I also work at the funeral home back then, so doom metal and the Sabbaha, the concept itself is just like very suitable to me. So I just brought my this shrub, the red shrub for covered on top of the body and or coffin. So I just brought that from the funeral home, and I'm just wear the mask because I mean it looks cool, and at the same time it looks like showing Grim Reaper or such. But mostly I just don't like to show my face to the public. So yeah. Well, anyways, but the concept of Sabbaha and also the concept of the doom metal is very suitable to me. So um, where should I say? So yeah, I mean that this is the I will be say that about talk about the doom metal and the Sabbaha.
Okay, thank you for answering. And
Yep.
so let's move on to the next question. What
Yep.
made you guys into doom metal? And I'm also curious, when did you start listening to it?
Uh, like 20 years ago when I was in some school, so I already listened to many heavy music like do death metal, black metal, or just all sorts of the metal, hardcore, anything. So yeah, I'm kind of used to it. This the very rapid speed, fast music. Um, um, I just stumbled upon to Kings of the Stone Age and their album, the Songs for the Deaf. Somehow I don't actually remember how. Maybe I got it from some songs when I installed the Cubase back then. But anyway, I really like this the sound and it's very repetitive, easier to follow. So yeah, I mean that was a stone metal, stone rock. Yeah, I would say stone rock for that album. But as I starting to dig in whole this stoner related music, then I went to the stoner metal, stoner rocks, desert punk scene, and eventually, well, all this the arrow is pointing to the Black Sabbath and the Electric Wizard and I don't Bonzilla, Acid King, you name it. So yeah, I felt like into that the rabbit hole and the craving hole, this kind of music like a pothead. So yeah, so here it is.
Interesting. And Mortician?
The about the listening the Lear doom metal music actually the last year, the January the 31st, the when I was joining to the Warp Savior as a drummer, and Saba also played at the Deep Purple the stage. Uh, but I just listened at the first time the Lear Doom metal because back then I only listened like funeral doom black metal, something related with the black metal. So but back then it was like very slow and just boring music as far as I remember about that genre. But that was my very narrow-minded mindset. But after when I see the Sabbath plays, that was like total different things. It was more like ritual from the very deep dark, from other places,
Fantasy.
things like this. So yeah, I like that something like that, the very deep dark fantasy or something like that.
Deep Dark
So
Fantasy?
I mean, that word is a very
Oh, that first sounds weird. Okay, okay. Anyway.
yeah, but I'm not into that. But anyway, so yeah, it was very interesting show. But at that moment, uh, Sabaha was asked for the join the band as a drummer. So well, I will be saying maybe just the first try will be good, but the first try was very interesting, and I actually enjoyed it too. So I just decided like, oh yeah, let's play together now. Why not? So here I am. Here I am, the musician here, just drumming.
Yeah, kind of a disclaimer here. So brief history of doom metal in how it is introduced in Korean listeners. So we have many tradition and many listeners and many scene for black metal, heavy metal, death metal even. So back then, I mean, it was like 20 years ago. There's no YouTube or nothing. Just if you want to listen to something, then it's kind of you're fetching the albums to on the internet or BBS kind of thing. Very archaic resin legacy forums kind of thing, or magazine. So back then most of this doom metal was kind of introduced with more when something is together like a funeral doom or doom death or blackened doom, it's more easier to cheer up when the other part of the genre is very used to it this. So that's why maybe the Mauritian is have heard kind of or I say the subtle kind of the music progression kind of thing. So maybe that's why we he have heard the real doom.
Yeah, I totally
Yeah, I
agree with
mean
that.
there's a kind of a two big different streams of how it introduces kind of the Black Sabbath oriented or this the other ways around we were introduced this doom music in here Korea. So maybe that's why.
Mm.
Sure thing. Yep.
I
Yep.
always, like I always feel some kind of like interest whenever I met people who like some doom metal and drone or something like that because most metalheads they like some music kind of like, oh, I want some evil music and I want some fast and aggressive. I want some really hard drums in there and like
Yep.
metalheads who like drone or doom, it's just like, oh, I want to feel relaxed as hell. I want to do
Yeah.
bongs and I just want to smoke weeds and I just want to lie in their bed and
Mhm.
sleep forever. And
Yeah.
I love their vibe, I love their atmosphere, but it's different, totally different from the other metalheads. So yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that's the charming point of the doom metal, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. He's doing DSBN, the I would say suicidal black metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the work work
Depressed
in your
suicidal black metal. Yeah.
yeah that
Wow.
thing.
Those words, jargon
Yeah,
stuff.
it's just
Anyway.
worse, I guess. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
but it's
anyway,
somehow similar.
yeah, it's somehow similar, and then maybe that's why the mortician is more, kind of more easier to working the playing and performing in the Sabbaha the band. So maybe that's why also because it's a similar kinds of the you know the vibe is we are sharing with this DSBM and then doom metal what we are doing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Personally, kind of like DSBM is both DSBM and doom metal, and both of them are lying in the bed, lying on the bed. I mean, and
yeah.
like the person
Oh, I'm
suicide
gonna
metal.
die.
Yeah, the DSBM feels like they are lying on the bed and keep saying like, "Oh, I want to die," and doom metal has like
Never die.
they're also lying on the bed, but they keep saying like, "Oh, I want to be hallucinate or something."
Yeah. But of course, the musically is the doom is originate from the Sabbath and
Yeah,
then
definitely.
those kind of the heavy side
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
kind of the classical
Mm.
heavy metal is and then the blues influential as well. So that develops into kind of a modern technology and then the modern the way of the playing, and also the equipment is keep getting better. So yeah, I think that's why. And then if I had to point out why Doom is because it's so fucking loud.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I
Love,
mean,
love
yeah,
it.
seriously, yeah. So I mean, when you're listen to the music, and most of the time you're using the maybe a headphones or earbud, but the real Doom music you can't just hear into those kind of things. You just be at to huge amp, huge PA speaker at the venue.
Yeah,
That's the
I
best.
can agree with that because whenever I uh whenever I listen to doom metal or something drawn, and I was always, their bass is kind of
Yeah,
like hit my ear, and I always turn down the volume.
yeah, that's why. And then
I agree with you.
yeah, it's a hearing by not by your ear, but by your entire body. So yeah,
Oh, definitely.
yes,
And they're piercing my brain.
yeah,
It's amazing. So, anyway, oh my god, it's really fun to talk to you guys.
yeah.
Anyway, so next question. If you had to choose one artist who has had the biggest influence on shaping your musical
One
style,
artist. Okay.
who would it be?
Oh, one artist, one artist.
Yeah, definitely one
Well,
artist. Only one.
there are too many, but if I had to pick one, had to pick a one band, then well, Electric Wizard.
Electric Wizard. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, basically, you are kind of a copying or learning or stealing kind of their musical style, even copying their some of their gear as well. So yeah, I mean, I love them so much. So yeah, I cannot handle. I just steal all of them.
Oh, which album
Yeah.
is your favorite?
It was like the go-to smoking pot or something. The album
Ah, I
cover.
know that. I know that. It's my favorite too.
Yeah, Top Throne.
Yeah, Love Throne. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally my favorite. I listened to three of their album, and but still, Love Throne is my
Yeah.
ultimate one. I love their
Hmm.
vibe. I love their loose vibe and relaxed vibe, but at the same time, it somehow reminds me of like some hallucination or something.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. I mean, I had to pick one artist is it's very difficult because we are doing a multiple
Mm.
multiple genres we are doing. So I we actually have a script, but in the script I when I'm reading this all the answers, and then I
Yeah, I
prepared
saw that.
all those kind of yeah, many bands, artists, monks, Buddhism, shaman, Buddha, and everything. But yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
just Electric Wizard.
There's Electric Wizard, and
Yeah,
I guess one of the biggest artists that influenced you a lot must be a Black Sabbath, right?
yeah, of course. Hence the name.
Yeah, it definitely influenced of your name, right? Sabaha.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of a. It's. I mean, Iomi is a god. You
Mm.
have to worship them. So yeah, what can
Anyway,
happen? Yeah.
okay, so anyway, I guess you already talked about your mask or something before, so I'm gonna skip this question
Yeah.
because I
Oh,
definitely know how hard will you guys right now, and I guess there aren't any meaning to ask you it again, so.
oh, think about it.
Anyway, let's talk about your album. So, you released your second full-length record named The Secret Arts of Fuzz Worship Volume 1 on August 30 last year, right?
Yep.
It features 10 tracks with a remarkable total running time of 1 hour and 43 minutes. So that's huge, definitely. I was about to fall asleep like while listening to that. I was
Yeah.
lying on the bed and like, oh, it's more than, the
It worked.
album, the
It
album,
worked.
the album length of Sleep. You know the Sleep's album, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
cannot remember how long is that
Don't
album
smoke that.
correctly, but it's over
Yeah, almost the
exaggeration.
same length.
Oh, really? It's almost the
one
same
hour and
length.
3 minutes or
Oh,
something. Yeah.
really? Didn't know
Yeah.
that. So, anyway, was there a central concept or theme that ties the entire album together?
Actually, so that's actually my personal album that to for our bands together with the musicians.
Yeah, just the
So
soul album. Exactly.
yeah, I mean so that's from recording, and then my works from the 2014. That's actually right after I quit the previous band, Hage Shaman, and then after 10 years I haven't really do anything about going out to the the stage or making actual the music. So, but I still making some small nibblets and what kind of the small things. But 2023 I started. Oh, I can't take this anymore with this the stress from my ex work. So I started the project named Sabbaha. So I recorded some more in the word to that first version the album. So it's kind of a output bootleg. So you can think it as our just a prequel to just current Sabbaha or the first album of the Sabbaha, the Thunder Rocks. But actually we are working on our second official studio album. Um, it also has 13 songs and 100 minutes. So yeah, quite long. And we just finished the mixing and mastering. So yeah, I some of the songs is so great with these morticians, the drum, and then much more new stoner doom metal songs materials, and then a whole lot more with this improvisational ritual sounding music as well.
Oh, cool. So I have a random question to Sabaha. So you said you quit the X work, right?
Yeah.
And which field are you currently in?
Right now, for just everyday living, I am working for a company who's dealing with some kind of the bioenergy kind of thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so you're kind of selling or doing the sales activity to
Mm.
the governments or something like that. Yeah, so yeah, I mean that's kind of natural that I come up with this kind of the surong or swamp kind of a themes, and then some of my songs have a kind of a global warming kind of theme as well. So I got it from those kind of the idea from my everyday work.
Oh, cool. Anyway, I guess you can advertise your project or your things more popular if you wear that mask and work.
Yeah,
Definitely. So try it. Try to like go to your try to remote to your company with that mask, with that suit.
yeah, of course, of course, of
Oh,
course.
cool. In the
Otherwise,
winter,
oh,
but
this is yeah, and for this is winter. I mean, oh, this is after you using our product or facility, and then the water is clean as this, and that, yeah, why not? And then I mean, cousin is using his charm, so why not me?
yeah, and since your job is related to eco-friendly, you can make your own suit by, recycling some vinyls or plastics, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I took some of this song and I recorded some the sample when I went to wastewater treatment. It's kind of a fun.
Anyway, so Mortician, do you have something to say? Do you have anything to say for this topic?
Not much because the Sabbaha is told just most of the things I want to say, so I don't know any answer to say. It's fine. Thank you.
Okay, so totally off the topic. I somehow your guy's outfit somehow reminds me some yin and yang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
good
In and young.
point. Good
I
question.
just realized that.
Yeah, I mean, I just got washed and took the bath, so that's why I'm so white as paint. But the most of the time I'm wearing this kind of the costume is just green. So yeah, I mean green, black, white, red. So, but yeah, I mean, you totally got the point.
You must have been used the Clorox to make it
Oh
white.
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
So
oh,
anyway, okay, let's move on to the next question about your albums. So I've spent some time with your albums, and one specific thing that really stood out to me is the evolution of your sound. So, to my
Hmm.
ears, the debut album felt like a balance between occult themes and doom metal, whereas the second album seems to place much more emphasis on noise elements than
Yeah,
on doom metal. So, was there any particular reasons behind the shift in your sound?
yeah. So like I said, that album is not our official thing. It's more like my own experiment, and then just how say evolution or devolution from the last 10 years of a time. So yeah, I want some sort of this, huge by huge wall of sound is kind of a crushing you down kind of thing. So I was experimenting with these things and become noise. So that's the actual the reason. And then actually I released the second batch of the first Wash album in the last week. Also has a huge weight on the noise part. But I mean some of the music is some of the songs will be using in the our second official album, the Surong. Will have some the songs that I made for myself, and then the noise thing is definitely reused and then upgraded with this multi-chance part because he's just wonderful, vocalist and then also the drum. So yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, cool.
Appreciate it.
And do you have anything to say, Mortician? Or are you gonna skip this one?
Um, saying nothing much actually.
Nothing. You're just sitting there and you're, I guess you're really hard. You're struggling to breathe. Like you
Oh, how
keep,
did you know? Actually,
you keep pulling your mask like this, and
Yeah, no, that's doom
actually,
smoke.
yeah, that was kind of like make me distract. Actually, I was like, oh, what was that? Oh yeah, about the slung
okay.
or
Please
something
let
like
me
that.
know if you're running out the breath. Okay, I don't want to let you
Oxygen
die.
level.
So,
Is it okay to take off? Actually, kind of like, hard to breathe. So I
Ooh,
mean,
ooh,
you
the
know,
concept. Ooh, most amazing. Ooh,
well,
don't forget the Slim
people,
Knot.
well, that was me. Well, is it
um,
okay? Take
okay.
off or
I hope
or
you're really okay.
oh then just
Yeah.
just to let me know about the what was the question about the subject because I just kind of distracted. So will you please one more time?
No,
The
no, no.
new
Let's skip
album,
this one
new
because
album.
I have
Yeah.
your individual question because I have own
Yeah,
individual
sure.
question.
Oh
So you
yeah.
can talk more
Yes.
in there. Let's look back at Sabaha's entire discography. So which track is your personal favorite and what makes it stand out to you?
You go first. I talk too much.
Actually, kind of like hard to understand. The what was thing
What was the question?
exactly?
Your favorite song from an entire Sabbaha
Let me take off the mask
discography.
because it's very
Oh,
hard to.
oh.
Well, sorry, but
Yeah, but
it's
it's
really
okay.
hard to
It goes.
listen because the mask. It's really hard to breathe because of the mask. So all things are mask. So I'm sorry. Oh my.
Oh, no, no, no. You
Well,
don't
I
have to be
can
sorry.
see.
It's much better rather than you
Yeah,
die.
it's a
So,
mesh, so I can breathe, but that
Oh, I
is
can see that.
yeah.
So what was that? What is my favorite
favorite
favorite music?
songs on Sabaha's discography.
Sabbaha song.
Sabbath song. I would say as I already told you that it's Apprentice Work and Death Shroud because Apprentice Work is very and I mean it sounds like just the talking backward, but it's very deep and dark on our ambient. That actually just that very touches me. It sounds, how can I say, it sounds like black metal, but it's more like it's not more like somebody's just screaming the under the doom pit or something like that. But it's a very miserable, very miserable way, not like tacky shit like DSPM. The musician like, oh, I want to die. Those like bullshit things. It was a very deep and just heavy ambient. It was just touches me. And the second album, second song would be say Depth Shroud because Depth Shroud they were mixing with the Korean folk
music.
folk the
Like traditional
민속음악 the
music?
민속음악.
Yeah, folk music or traditional
Oh yeah, the
music.
folk music very 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 suitable because after I listening about the Dokebi and Sad
Ooh.
Legend and the Ghost Wind and the other the folk mixing the bad metal band sound like really shitty as fuck I ever heard about that. That was very disturbing actually. It was more like blasphemy towards the Korean folk music. But I'm telling truth. I mean, everybody will be agree, but everybody just want to speak about it because they will be like, I don't know, just banished by somebody else. But I'm not
Okay,
afraid
okay,
of
I should say that this is her personal opinion. This is his
Personal
that.
personal
opinion,
opinion,
not the
not the
official opinion
official
of
one.
Obviously, the
Sabbath
unofficial
as a whole.
personal thing. Sorry, I mean, dare me that I will be shroud their asses right away. So, yeah, the Depth Shore is very mixing well with the on the Korean folk music. So I really, really enjoy the music, and also people really loved it. I mean, I never expected people like, just screaming just the what with the rhythm there, just like very shocking to me, and in a good way. So I really love that two songs.
Yeah, the song is made just by myself. When I don't have a we don't have the mortician at the time, but the beat is somehow made into kind of a the minyon or 사물놀이 kind of vibe. Somehow I don't know. I didn't even meant to it, but it just came with this my blood or something like that. Bloodline or blood or just yeah.
So, okay, thank you for the explanation. It's really interesting because I somehow, whenever I listen to your music, I can your enthusiasm into Korean folk music or Korean traditional music. But as Mortician said, it's pretty hard to mix those Korean folk elements into some metal music. And
Exactly.
it somehow sounds like pretty disturbing, or as you said before, it might be a blasphemy to Korean folk music if they mix it horrible. But to me, your music is really very sophisticated elements with some kind of like doom metal. I mean, Western doom metal and the Korean folk metal, there are some kind of like really sophisticated mixture in the sound, and I really love that point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We are not intentionally making, I mean, mixing this Korean folk music or traditional music into our song because, well, I never, learned this kind of the music before
Really?
the big school. Yeah, I mean, just same as the other folks in the street, like just went to, just for music class, maybe some taryong or something like that. So yeah, I mean, we don't have any backgrounds for that. But I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm just calling. This is my personal opinion or personal thought. If you trying to mix those things forcefully or yeah forcefully, there results.
Mm, I can agree with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Maybe that's why you think it's a kind of the combination is sounds good or yeah.
Yeah, I get the hardest point of mixing the Korean elements and the metal is like their melodies are totally different. I mean,
Mm,
the usual melody of metal and the usual melody of Korean folk music, I guess there are huge difference between them. So it's really hard to make a
yeah.
combination.
Yeah, and also you have some kind of cheat key because cheat key because well the most of our music is came from the pentatonic or trying to be a pentatonic using maximum 5 notes or five yeah notes. But many of this especially the Korean folk music is using the pentatonic scale, so maybe that's why it has some kind of a similar feeling, similar vibes came out of the using those kind of scales. So maybe that's why.
No,
And
you
maybe
have.
I'm just automatically clings to this kind of the folk music beats because that's more. I haven't, I haven't grown with this those kind of the music, even though it's just not the professional level, but somehow, maybe.
But you
Okay.
sound like professional.
Is it? Am I?
You have such a good knowledge in music.
Ah, it's just
If yeah.
not so much.
Okay, so let's move on to the next question, and let's move on to some individual questions. First, a question for
Yeah.
you, Sabaha. And
Yeah.
when we met each other at first on uh last February, I guess, not last February, last year's February.
Yeah. Last year,
I
February.
remember noticing a Cathedral album artwork on your pedal board a while back, so I have to ask, what's your favorite Cathedral album, and what makes it your favorite?
I mean, so yeah, yeah, those the pedal, the reverb pedal, and then the bands have the same name as a cathedral. So yeah, I love Dorian and his whole, the work and from the, the grindcore, and then changing his whole career into a doom metal and doing other stuff. So yeah, a huge fan of work, and then especially the first album, the Forest of Equilibrium, because I don't know, I think the album has very kind of the pure approach of the Shoshin, Choshin, I don't know, the first intention for the for the metal. I like it really much, but honestly, you know, the cathedral is uh, evolved into or embracing other elements like, the progressive kind of thing. So yeah, I respect that, but not so much of my taste, to be honest. But Cathedral is just, awesome. Pioneering whole this, the one of this, the father of the doom metal. So yeah, for the Cathedral album, yeah, definitely a Forest of Equilibrium. Maybe the next one as well. Anyway, I really love the electro harmonics, especially the reverb pedal, the cathedral. Now is, the out of print, so we cannot just buy from anywhere, only from the reverb or in the used one. But I have a small story about this. So when I like in 2013, when I was doing a Saigon, my the first band, also doing the Doom Drone, and I recorded my album, and then I go to this their studio, and then the practice hall, my setup. So I was kind of, the absorbing whole this, the knowledge and how to do it. Oh, this is empty, just guitar. So at the time, I went to the studio of the Puff X Puff, which is my senpai band. I learned so many things from them, and well, learning is a stealing. So yeah, they were using this the cathedral pedal. So yeah, okay, sounds so cool, sounds so nice. So yeah, someday I'm doing a band. Definitely going to use the pedal. So yeah, has that's on my pedal for a whole time, turning out the whole entire show.
Oh, like I cannot hide my smile after like listening to like after hearing you that you like the first of equilibrium, right? Am I
Yes.
spelling right? And because I expected that that would be your favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah, I expected. I definitely
along their walk.
expected because
Yeah, yeah.
I also listened to that album and I
Hmm.
thought like, wow, this must be the pioneer, one
Yeah.
of the pioneers of doom metal, and this is the
Yes.
whole
Yes.
pure doom metal, and I felt like that. Although
Hmm.
it was not my cup of tea, although, but
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. As
Yeah.
how can I say? Your musical taste is similar to like pure doom metal or drone things, and after I wrote the questions for you, and okay, he must. his favorite album must be The Forest of Equilibrium. And
Yeah.
okay, let's explain my taste. So I listened to two albums of Cathedral, and my personal favorite is the Ethereal Mirror because
Mm,
to be honest, I somehow listen to doom metal, but I prefer stoner more.
yeah.
And like I remember in that album there's a track called Midnight Mountain, right?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, like
so.
oh
Yes.
Midnight Mountain, da 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 da, like kind of like that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that track exists, and I guess that track is one of the biggest pioneer of the stoner metal. And yeah,
Yeah.
as my taste suits more stoner metal, and I really like that album. And I also have a vinyl of that album. Wait. Let me check. I'm gonna bring
Ooh,
it.
fancy. Ooh, fancy.
Oh,
Vinyl.
there is it.
Yeah.
My
I don't even have any player for that.
Yeah,
favorite group called Ruby.
Oh my god. Oh my
yeah,
god.
Cathedral. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
that's the second album I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I really love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like I said, we are doing whole kinds of this whole genre we can possibly can do from the anything related to a doom. So we are doing also a pure doom now. Is more we are into stoner doom metal. Like we are stealing everything from Electric Wizard. So maybe you like more our second album. Yeah, promoting time.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yay!
I'm really
Thank
looking
you.
forward to it. Anyway,
Uh,
okay, next, a question for Mortician. So, besides Sabbaha, you are also a member of the black metal bands called Lurking in Your Life and Panzer Chords, right?
Yep,
And to
two
me,
bands.
black metal and doom metal occupy almost the opposite ends of the musical spectrum. So, I'm really curious, which genre do you feel is a better fit for you and why?
I like both because I mean it is really hard to say that I like this one only because one day when the time pass you will be get tired with the one thing. So I'm just that moment I was looking for the some kind of other genre, but that is doom metal, and that is at the end is a Sabbaha to me. To me, it's like Sabbaha, Panzer Corps, and I mean lurking something. I mean that lurking in your life is that is
You don't even know
I
your
will be
band's name?
actually
it was
just
a
lazy to
torture.
remember my own project. And actually, it the lurking in your life is more like I just don't want to show everyone to anybody because it's just my own project, and I never think that my project is never be like the black metal something like that. It's just like dark music, but other than that, it's just nothing much. But not expected. But quite many people just liking it, and yeah. Anyway, so to my opinion, doom metal and the black metal, the Panzerkorps, Lurk in Your Life, and Sabbaha, to me, it's just my family. Just like my parents. You cannot say that which one you prefer, mom or dad or uncle. I mean, there's no. I would say mom or dad. I just love every band, what I am joining actually. So there's no any preference. I just like
Oh, you have a
everything.
two
What I can,
mothers.
what I can just express myself. What I can say.
I love my mom more, by the way. To be honest,
Oh yeah, that would be safe.
I can choose between one.
But just think of replacing whole this tremolo from the black metal and then turn it to a drone. Then well, voila, something else is happening.
True.
Okay, anyway, okay, I should skip the number nine question because we don't have much time.
Yeah.
Oh, you
And
guys even touched that too.
and
11
and
minutes
to be
back.
honest, it's really hard to translate all the venues and all the show explanations into Korean. And
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
maybe
That's
so
you.
I'm gonna skip
yeah.
this question. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
And okay, so next question. One thing I've noticed is is that compared to other styles, other genres of metal, there are I feel there are few active drawn stoner or sludge bands in South Korea. So why do you think those scenes haven't grown as much as the others?
Actually, so yeah, so yeah, I mean, so when I got this question earlier, and then I did a full day research on this because I mean, I'm just curious, you know.
Oh.
So right now we are preparing a dedicated festival for doom, stoner, and sludge metal, also noise. And then find out found out that we uh, figured out that we have something like 14, 15 bands is
Mm.
actually active right now. So we have quite, I mean, as an, you know, anything related to doom or stoner. So it's a many genre to be honest. So like a doom stoner, you know, sludge, and then the drone. So it's kind of a lot of genre actually. But so if we compare these, I mean, if we count these whole the bands, so 14. So I'm not going to tell whole this list because I think I need some, you know, the shout out to our, you know, the friends band. But if I'm doing it quickly, then you have a Gothrop, Bobinet here, and Holy Mountain Meditation. Though they sing the Black Gates, but they still definitely has some stone kind of vibe from Daegu. And we have a Barim, Riasco, Paju, Iskra Tango from Daejeon, Nawa, Sabbaha, and Lucy Valentine doing kind of more doom stuff these days. And Ban just, you know, did the big show at the Pentaport last weekend, and then won the KMA this year. And then Aisha did the wonderful job in last year. And then what else? Gabriel is doing did a wonderful album last year. End of the last year is just chef's kiss. And also I and Mortician and two more secret members actually preparing a drone project called Demon as Deus Inversus is also coming in. So yeah, I mean we are. I counted the numbers, and actually we are bigger than the active bands number is bigger than the black metal or death metal. If I counting on this, you know, the names on the poster. So yeah, I mean we are. I would say we are kind of a strong subgenre of a metal right now in this, at least in Seoul.
I'm so glad that you became the main bands, one of the main bands that expanding the scene.
Yeah, so that's why we are, you know, the programming the Chojupa series, also
Um,
making the Chojumang the show series as well. Also the festival because there'll be a, you know, kind of a testimony that, you know, exists and will live. So yeah, we're working our ass off. So
okay, thank you for sharing. I'm really looking forward to it. Like, if I have a chance or if I have a time, I definitely go there.
yes, please.
Yeah, you need to
Yes,
earn
please.
money
Yes, please. Yeah.
so I can support local bands.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Number 11. Are there any genres you'd like to explore more? It doesn't have to be metal or any other subgenres of metal.
Uh, so for me, it's kind of blues rock as a similar roots from the doom or snow. Hence, you know, because the, you know, Black Sabbath is actually they're called Earth, and then they were doing the blues rock. So
Mhm.
I want to, you know, keep digging kind of that root. So yeah, I'm still learning how to play the blues, and then someday maybe I'll do it on the stage. And other than that, I'm also interested with this kind of the meditative or ambient kind of music. So yeah, I'm actually working on this kind of thing. And yeah, I definitely want to try some more in the future.
Cool. And what about you, Mortician?
Oh well, I'm stick with the just I mean how can I say it? I'm sticking to just the dark ambient music. So I mean it's not only about the black metal, but it would be say uh death metal or maybe doom metal or something the dark, but not only metal, but also the other genre I'll be want to dig into, especially I will be say that whenever I release my first album of the Lurking in Your Life, then later I will be working with the Sabbaha too, collaborate with the Lurking in Your Life and Sabbaha, and later on then we'll be collaborate with the Toharkina. They're on another the elect
Ooh.
you say electronic music, but it's making with a bunch of noise. I even saw that, but I would be say that that was like something is listening the snuff movie, with the just only sound, not only watching it, but it was very brutal, bio sound. I never explain, just listen about it, just
Express.
become a whole life. So, oh yeah, exactly. So that will be my the next move if you guys ask me about that. Other than that, I'm very busy with the Sabaha, and the Pantokovs too. I'm super busy, with the Pantokovs Sabaha. Just like I'm living in Guri still. That's my hometown, but the Sabaha and the Pantokovs is they are just making business in the Suwon. That's from Guri to Suwon is very quite far away. I had to go down to south, so with the car and just every moment, and I have to go to show or playing the gig or something like that practice. I had to go down to south, so I was like very busy. But other than that,
Yeah, he's kind
that's
of an
my
unofficial citizen of this one.
yeah. So
Yeah,
other
he's
than that, that we say my new movement, the next step later. For now,
yeah.
sticking to Sabah and Fajr so I can say.
Great.
Yep.
Okay, so what direction do you see Sabaha's music heading in the future, and what plans do you have moving forward?
Well, we talked about our second album too many times, so I'm just keep this whole part away because yeah, I mean,
Oh, you should talk about your next tour.
yeah, it's kind
Oh
of
yeah,
small tour, just going to just one show at but still that will be our the first ever show in outside of the Korea. So from the early November we will have the first Tokyo gig at Shibuya. So we are so stoked. Yay! No,
it was.
Politician did a wonderful job with the talking with this getting up getting getting friendlier with this the Japanese band Rojin no Shigoto, the business of old man, if I have to translate. But anyway, he kind of uh, showed us, and then they were interested because they are also wearing the this kind of the green ghillie suit. Four of them
Yep.
is wearing this, and then the red writing is just coming out of their eye socket, and then also doing the doom or snow music. So yeah, I mean definitely nice combo. So I'm so stoked.
Okay, so the saddest part of the interview came. So, is there anything you'd like to say to your fans and listeners before we wrap up?
Well, actually, I have nothing more to say. And thank you for everything, because um, somehow our the soul and life actually lies in our music. So, well, nothing lasts forever in this cruel world, but your support and then the love actually mean a lot to us. So, thank you for everything, and then please buy more CD, and then please come to the show.
Exactly. Well,
capitalism.
well, to my opinion, just thank you for the listening to all of the Sabahas fan. Also, please keep focus on about the Korean doom metal scene too. We have a bunch of bands, as already Sabah told, like Nawa, uh, Paju, and what was that? Oh yeah, I
Parim.
mean just to forgot that.
Northrop?
Parim.
The,
Northrop, Parim.
Varim,
oh
yeah,
yeah,
Varim.
Before Parim and Holy Mountain. I mean, we have a very
Mountain.
beautiful bands, we have here. So I mean, so please, I mean, if you tired with the brutal stuff, like evil things from those type of metal, then come to the doom metal scene. I mean, you can be chill and just like living with nowhere. Just you don't have to worry about anything. I mean, if you ask me about that. So it's like I say, thank you for listening and thank you for come to the show to anytime. So we're always welcome to everybody. So I can say that.
Okay, thank you for taking your time. I really appreciate it. Okay, that's it from us. And thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and follow for more interviews and info. Woo!